What are you waiting for? No, seriously, what are you actually waiting for? Tell me, write it in the comments. What is stopping you from being ready? At what point are you going to get ready? Ready for what, Nandini? I'll tell you. I'm here for the dream state. I'm here for the ultimate version of who you want to be, of what you want to do. There's steps to it, and maybe when you reach it, you'll realize, actually, I want something different, right? But at what point are you actually going to be ready to start taking those steps? Me, I'm in this mode of anger, right? I am so angry these days with myself for holding myself back this entire time, telling myself, no, I'm not ready. The room's not ready. I'm not in my dream home. And I was stopping myself from acting how a successful person would act. Think about success. Think about the person whom you idolize the most. Even if you don't have a particular person in mind, think of any sportsman you know. How do they wake up in the morning? What sort of food do they eat? What is their mindset as they go for their training? A lot of people have talked about how when it comes to the top tier athletes, the actual difference in their physique and skill is so minor, it has much more to do with their mindset, doesn't it? So what is stopping you from being your most excellent self? Because I'm telling you right now, if you're gonna give me a list of reasons, you can tick off and shut down each one of those reasons, and your mind is a fantastic idea factory, okay? Your mind is programmed in certain ways. So if your mind is programmed to give you 50 reasons why you aren't living your best life, by the time you knock out those 50 reasons, you're going to have more than 50. More. It's time to start now. The process of getting ready, it's not a state you reach after which you start to dream. It's not a state you reach after which you begin. You begin as you are getting ready. You begin as you're getting ready, right? Becoming ready is action, it's words, it's thoughts. Are you getting yourself ready and prepared through thinking the thoughts of the successful you, the person who you dream to be? All of us, every single one of us who's watching this video right now, including myself, there are things we want to do, there are things we want to be, there are things we want to have. There are things that feel like they're so out there that they are beyond our reach. But that's only because we've decided that they're beyond our reach. If you have a particular dream home in mind, have you actually looked at the cost of that home? If you want to go on a particular holiday, have you actually looked at the visa fees and the flight fees? Have you picked out a month that you'll actually go there? Have you looked at the local stays? Have you set your itinerary? Because if you haven't, it's gonna be quite a miraculous, unexpected miracle for you to achieve that. If you're not ready for it, if you feel like, no, I'll just have to wait, what are you waiting for? Seriously, what are you waiting for? Here are some things I've heard. Oh, I'm just waiting for my kids to grow up. Those kids are now grown up. The person I heard who said, no, I'm gonna do all this once my kids grow up, that so-called kid is now around 22 years. How much more growing up does that kid need? Or are you just filled up with more excuses? Another common excuse I hear is, oh, I just don't have the money for it. So why would I dream and set things up in a way to fail? I don't have the money. Yeah, you don't have the money because you don't have the goal. If you had the goal to get it done, you would get it done. And I am an anti-capitalist to the bone. Trust me, when somebody talks about, oh, I bought this car at this age, that means nothing to me. It means nothing. When somebody says, yeah, I've traveled to 14 countries around the world all in 1 year, I don't care. I don't care very much, no, unless there's a particular country that I want to see or something, right? I don't care about those things. Why? They don't resonate with me. Nobody's asking you to have goals that you don't actually have. Your dream life is your dream life. But are you daring to dream? Are you actually keeping yourself distracted instead so that you never dream? Do your dreams seem scary? Do they seem painful to even create a dream? My friend, if that is the way you're living, then this world is doomed. Yes, I'm talking about the whole world here. I'm not just talking about you. It is people who do not act on their dreams who feel so disempowered that they don't think they can do it, that do the things that their soul is screaming for them to do. It's screaming so hard, it's crying so profoundly that we're all stuck to these screens. Where's mine? These screens, right? We're stuck to them. We're stuck to them because we can't take what's actually going on inside here. The messages that are coming in that are saying, yo, when are you going to do it? When are you going to be one of those people on the screens that you're watching and you want to be like? When are you going to make that movie? When are you going to write that poem? When are you going to perform? When are you going to finally feel respected and free and liberated and joyful? When you think about your dreams, is your stomach all like floppy and cozy? Or is it tight? Is it all clenched up? You know, how are your shoulders? Are they easy and relaxed as you think about your dreams? It took me a long time to even dream. Even to this day, right now, as I'm speaking to you, I've only just gotten a little bit of clarity. The tiniest little bit of clarity on what I want to do going forward, on who I want to be going forward. And you know what has really helped? It has really helped me to see people who inspire me. There are people I have been connected to in the last week, only for a short time. And that short time was enough for me to see that the way I'm living my life, that isn't it. I'm a mindset coach, and my mindset has been weak. I have been taking steps with fear as I move forward, but no more. Excellence is an action, it's a habit to develop. Success is a habit to develop. How do you develop it? By consciously choosing success with every conscious step. If you want to be excellent, choose excellence. Make it a habit. Start to dream. Dare to dream. And dream about the things that actually matter to you, not what the ego wants to show off to your society or your family or your siblings or your parents. No, I'm talking about you. You have come here to fulfill a purpose. Trust me, I'm also not an individualist. I believe we're all interconnected. We all are. But when I say we, you are part of we. You are part of we. If it doesn't feel good to you, then we aren't working. Then you and with your relationships, that's not happening. It's not happening well as long as you're dissatisfied. Do you really feel like other people get pleasure from your discomfort? If that's the case, my God, those are not the kind of people I would want in my life, and I sure as hell hope you'd be willing to change that. Okay? But for the vast majority of people I meet, the relationships I see, any kind of relationship, I'm certainly not talking about romantic relationships only. When there is a connection, when there is attachment, the happiness of one affects the happiness of the other. And trust me, it's not an either or. It is not an either or. Both can be happy. So, dare to dream. Dare to live your truth and your life. Make success a habit that you develop. Just start with where you are right now. What do you want to do right now that you have not been allowing yourself to do? Something small, something big, something cheap, something expensive, something free. Just some words you wanted to send to someone. There's a person I know a couple of days ago, they were afraid to write an email to a stranger that was just compliments. They were not asking for anything from that person. They wanted to write to a person they admired and just send some compliments. They were afraid of that. How can you be afraid to live, to love, to express? You're not alive then. It's time to come alive. If you'd like more support, you can find my details in the description below. I love you very much. My name is Nandini, and I look forward to seeing you again and have you see me again in my next video. Thank you, and changes are happening. Changes are happening, and I'm so excited about them.